Well, here we are. It's a Monday morning once again, and the weather's not too good outside at the moment, and I don't want to get this bike messed up, but it could be about time to take it for a road test and see how we go. But it stood for the weekend doing nothing, and I'm pleased to say that there's no pools of oil gathered underneath it on the bike lift, although it has wet sumped itself to a degree. We've got the oil there on the last sort of 3/4 of an inch of the dipstick or so, probably not far off 2 inches below the high mark. But what I'm going to do, I know there's oil in there and I know that the oil pumps work quickly, so I'm going to try and start it up. Like I say, it's cold, it's been left over the weekend. Whether it's going to embarrass me or whatever, I don't know, but you're going to see what I'm going to get. There'll be no editing as usual. And the plan is if it starts and runs okay, I'll keep an eye on the weather. I've checked the tyre pressures, and perhaps we'll get a road test on it soon to hopefully sign it off and get it on its way home again, fingers crossed. But let's see what I might get for my efforts now after the weekend. Put the camera down there. Fuel on. Joke. Just a whisker of retard. Jab, jab, jab. He went on the ticklers, doing it all wrong. See what we might get, if anything. When they're wet sumped, it's best to just let them run at a fast tick over, or idle if you prefer, for a minute or so. Now on full advance. Might turn the mixture screw in a little bit on this one. We're spitting back a little bit, although the engine is cold. Expect it to tick over. I'm just going to get my little screwdriver and wind the mixture screw in a little. sounds a bit more like it. Full advance. Bit of retard. Yeah, I'd say that's at about the sort of temperature where it really ought to tick over now. I'll leave it set up like that, and subject to the weather conditions we'll go for a road test fairly shortly. Let's just stop it and see where the oil level is on the stick now. Right there. There we are. We're about half an inch below the high mark, so it's returned all the oil that should have been in the tank that went to the crankcase back to the tank, so we're good to go, and no mess underneath. There was no smoke or anything, so next step will be a road test, I think, and that might have started easier than that if the carburettors had been adjusted how they are now. I think I adjusted them for a tick over when perhaps the engine was a little too hot actually last week. We'll see what we get when I go for a test ride soon, but we just need the weather now. I think I don't want to get this lovely shiny bike all messed up, so keep an eye on what the weather and the clouds are doing, and hopefully we'll get another little ride on this one soon. And I'll have to take a different route. I want to do a good bit of mileage on it. I'll go from here down to Llangadog, through Llangadog, back road to Llandyfri, and back home along the A40. I think that's about 12 miles right round. That's what I'm going to aim to do.